June is Jumpstart month, and four-time Olympic gold medalist, also a silver as well, Hayley Wickenheiser, helping Canadian Tire get the word out this morning. Hayley is here today explaining how we can all help raise money to make sure all kids get a chance to play sport. And as an athlete like yourself, this must be a lot of fun to throw your support behind.
Yeah, it's really easy as an athlete and as a mom, and you know, sport's given me everything that I have in my life to support Jumpstart. June is Jumpstart month with Canadian Tire, and really the whole focus of the campaign is to help kids who couldn't otherwise afford to get involved in sport via registrations, paying fees, or even equipment. And
even if they need a ball or a stick or whatever it happens to be?
Yeah, and then I think a lot of people think it's just hockey, but I mean it could be anything. It could be judo, swimming, taekwondo, any sport really that's out there.
Yeah, and I mean, you touched on the fact that you're a mom. Your son's a teenager now. He's heavily involved in doing activities and stuff. And as parents, we know it's crucial for these kids to stay active, especially at a young age.
For sure. I mean, the research shows that, you know, when you're active and involved in sport at a young age, it always leads to better outcomes in adulthood. And not only that, but becoming parents yourselves and passing it on generations. It's just important for the health of our nation and the health of kids moving forward. And so I just think that what Jumpstart is trying to do is give every kid a chance. And if we think of thousands of kids in this country that, you know, may have gone on to Olympic Games or NHL, who knows, right? But the premise is really just getting involved and being healthy through sport.
Okay, so how can I do it? Like, how can I, or everyone at home who's watching right now or watching online, how can we get involved?
Yeah, so you can go online at Jumpstart, CanadianTireJumpstart.ca, and you can also head into your local Canadian Tire store and just donate a little bit at the till. When you leave, you'll see Jumpstart red balls all over the place.
And it's easy as that. Like when you're paying for your, whatever it happens to be, your bag of dirt or plants this weekend, you can donate, right? Yeah,
it doesn't take much. I mean, in the last 10 years since Jumpstart started, it's helped over 40,000 Calgary kids alone, and $20 million across the country has been given out. So they've done amazing things.
Awesome. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about what you've been up to. So silver just a couple of months ago in the World Championships. That's your 13th World Championship, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that's like. Is there still more hockey in those legs? Like, what do you got? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd like to play through the next Olympic Games.
Oh, great! In Korea.
Yeah,
oh, excellent.
Yeah,
okay.
It was. It was obviously disappointing to lose in Canada. It was a great event in Kamloops, so we've got. We've got some redemption to get back with the U.S. moving forward, which is always
some
fun.
Motivation, right?
Some motivation, yeah, and then looking forward to. I'll be heading to Rio in a few months with the IOC Athletes Commission and pushing for clean games and making sure everything's okay.
It's very topical right now with what's going on with all the allegations in Russia and that type of thing. And when you go to Rio, are you just there as an observer, or do you interact with athletes? Like, how does it work? Yeah,
so we're very involved with the Athletes Commission. We sit in all of the executive and the IOC session meetings, but then we're also in the Athletes Village talking to the athletes. The athletes are voting constantly for new Athletes Commission members, and we take in any issues that happen within the village or the games themselves that the athletes bring forward. We help to mitigate that.
Okay, and I just want to touch on it real quick. I know you had foot surgery a little bit more than a year ago. You did play in March, April. Everything okay? The foot's okay?
Everything's okay. It's a very long process to recovery, but it was 4 months of not even walking after the surgery, and you just learn a lot more about being patient and taking it one day at a time, which I'm not very good at. So,
but you're a goal person, so you can set a goal and reach it. Right?
There you go.
There you go. Good stuff. I mean, our goal this weekend is to help raise money for the Jumpstart program. As I mentioned, when you're getting your gardening supplies at Canadian Tire or whatever you need, just donate at the till. Thank you so much, Hayley. Great to see you.
Thanks, Ted.
Come back anytime you want. Anytime. We love chatting with you.